At this point, let's check the latest situation on the ground. We have Dale Israel of One News Cebu joining us live over the phone from Cebu Province. Dale, tell us what's happening there.
Yes, mayong buntag, Angela and Angelo. Right now, we just received this situational report from the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office. As of 8 a.m. ngayon ay nasa 61 na ang kanilang kinumpirma na namatay sa paglindol kagabi, and all levels ngayon in all municipalities ay walang pasok. And as of this morning also, the provincial board has also declared a state of calamity in the entire province. And the reported casualties, yun nga 61 yung na-confirm nila, and number of individuals na injured naman ay nasa 28, at least 28 yung na-confirm na individuals. Ang mga namatay na sa karamihan ay nasa Bugo City, Midillian at San Remigio. Kasama yung isang BFP personnel at 3 PCG personnel at isang bata yung sa San Remigio. Kasi yung namatay sila when the local complex collapsed due to the earthquake. Sa ano naman, sa Bugo City ay hindi pa rin possible yung ilang daan patungong Bugo kasi may mga large boulders daw ang nakatabon sa mga highways patungong Bugo City. Pero yung may mga bridge din na collapse. Mga church din na collapse, kagaya ng sa Daan Bantayan, yung Archdiocesan Shrine of Santa Rosa de Lima. It was totally damaged. Pati rin ang may mga severely damaged na mga church structures sa San Isidro Labrador Parish sa Tabogon. Pati ang doon din sa Bugo City may damage din. And sa Bantayan Island naman, wala pang mga assessment, pero ang naiulat lang ay ang damage doon sa church ng St. Peter and Paul or St. Peter the Apostle Church doon sa Bantayan Island.
Right. Dale,
Angela?
Yeah, Dale, 61 dead, no? Pero how many people are reported missing? Kasi usually, yung missing na yan, it can translate to more casualties. Well, sana hindi, no? But may ulat na ba tayo about that, Dale?
Wala pang naiulat yung PDRRMO dito sa Cebu City kung how many were still are still missing. Pero we'll get that information in the next situational report they will be giving out mga 11 or 12 noon today.
Yung sa complex, Dale, I understand kasi yung kasama yung BFP, yung nagbabasketball sila. No? But aside from that report, saan karamihan nang galing ang mga casualties? Were these from buildings, apartment complexes?
Most of the deaths are ang sabi dito sa disaster PDRRMO yung hindi lang sinabi kung saan galing, pero what they mentioned here is nasan yung mga patay. Usually
Right.
27 yung sa Bugo, nandun na sa Bago Provincial Hospital.
Madami sa Bugo, madami doon.
Tapos sa Midillian may 10. Nasa Gibitngil Island, yung parang tourist island yun, tatlo sa Gibitngil, isa sa Curva, at tatlo naman sa Curva Norte. Sa San Remigio, yun nga, yung may bata na doon sa Barangay Look. Ang official nila is 22 yung namatay.
And if I'm not mistaken, Dale, because it occurred late in the evening, wala daw masyado, of course, walang nasa eskwelahan, walang nasa mga building offices at that time.
Yes, yan yung mabuti na lang walang pasok. Pero most of those who are evacuated at the buildings kasi is the ones nga nag-work sa IT Park, yung sa Cebu IT Park dito sa Cebu City kasi most of them working at the BPOs. So nasa work sila Tapos maraming tao ang in-evacuate doon sa Cebu, dito sa Cebu City,
Alright.
Cebu IT Park kagabi. Hinihintay na lang yung assessment at most of them are back on their offices already. As of now, may assessment yung Cebu City Engineering Office at pag clear na yung building ay okay na sila makabalik sa kanilang office.
De,
Pero
tanong
most
ko
of
lang,
them wala pala pang pasok din.
right. What about the power lines dyan sa affected areas?
Sa power lines, ito, wala, total blackout pa rin sa several municipalities. This is the list: Asturias, the city of Bogo, total blackout; Carmen, Catbon, Daanbantayan, San Remigio, Sogod, Tabuelan at Tuburan. Total blackout yan. Pati telecommunications interruption din. Down ang communication, internet and mobile network sa city of Bogo, Daanbantayan at San Remigio.
Yeah, of course, Dale, it just happened last night, so very scarce pa yung reports, except yung mga casualties, no? Pero can you paint us a picture of what you've seen in terms of damage? Just how massive is this damage, and ano yung experience mo when this happened?
Well, I was about to go to sleep last night, mga 9:59 p.m. yung first shaking talaga. Dito sa Cebu City, wala medyong damage dito sa bahay namin may nabasag na mga glasses lang,
Yes.
yung nakapatong na mga glasses. So the shaking was so intense na nabasag yung mga nakapatong lang na mga glasses. And I was on the second floor sa bahay, so malakas yung shaking din. And right here in Cebu City, yung may night market, doon sa Colon Street, may mga lumang building. Yung may mga tipak na mga building sa Colon Street na nahulog. Tapos yung parang yung mga tao doon sa night market sa ibaba ay natamaan yung walang natamaan na tao, pero yung mga paninda natamaan yung mga building.
And then, 20 seconds, ilan seconds? 20 seconds, correct ba ang tinagal daw ng earthquake?
Tama. Sabi ko nga parang hindi titigil yung shaking kasi
Matagal yun 20 seconds.
oo. Akala ko hindi na ba ito titigil yung shaking. I was scared for everyone else kasi
Of course.
parang malakas yung shaking tapos hindi pa titigil.
Right.
Oo.
Dale, I was wondering, I understand relief food packs are now being distributed as per Governor Baricuatro. Pero nasaan ngayon yung mga affected families na yon, at ilan ba tong mga affected individuals or families?
Yung mga stranded, sinabi dito na yung mga stranded ay most of them are in Carmen and Consolacion. So there are around 134 individuals in Carmen. Nasa temporary shelter sila ng Carmen Town. Sa Consolacion, may 80 na mga individuals from Barangay Pitogo now sheltered at the Consolacion Evacuation Center. Yun lang yung stranded
So far.
individuals ng PDRMO.
Okay, and then ngayon ba meron ba tayong initial report o initial assessment for the reported damage sa infrastructure?
Sa infrastructure naman, sa Asturias, yung Delphin Street, may minor asphalt overlay damage, may surface cracks ng road doon. Sa Daanbantayan, yung Barangay Poblacion is not passable. Yung Midilien, Bangon Bridge in Poblacion is damaged, but now, as of 3 a.m., passable na siya. Sa San Remigio, the Lambusan and Luke bridges are totally damaged. So, not possible yung sa San Remigio. Sa Sugod, Bourbon Bridge ay na-damage din. Pati yung Sugod, Tabunok Bridge and Likit Gym, Agnaya Wharf in Sugod is now fully passable din.
Right.
Pero na-damage siya kagabi. So, Tabogon, sa Laghanging Bridge is not passable. Sa Tuburan, Barangay Pulat and Bagasawe Bridge is not passable. But it's possible also for light vehicles lang, not possible for heavy vehicles. Yung Langoyon Bridge and for Fortaleza Bridge sa Tuburan.
Right.
Sa Midillian naman, Lagusungan and Bangon Bridge, hindi pa rin. Totally damaged yung bridges na Lagusungan at Bangon. Sa Bugo, cracks and damage are visible on the highway in Barangay Pandan, Bugo City, just outside Bugo Central School. Pati yung may damage din ang yung Bugo City Hall.
Oo. Dale, last na on my end, nabanggit mo nga kanina, there are several areas ngayon dyan sa inyo na total blackout, wala pa rin power connection. I was wondering, yung mga areas na yun, meron ba mga ospital doon? Paano kasi yung mga ospital?
Mostly yung from what I know na yung mga district hospitals ng Cebu province ay may mga sariling generators yan.
Okay.
At they're equipped with generators, so they just need probably as of now they would need gasoline, more gasoline or diesel to power up the generators.
Okay. All right. We will continue to get in touch with you. Mag-iingat ka dyan. Thank you so much, Dale Israel of One News Cebu.